Hey everybody, welcome back to another video from Kentucky Outdoors. Before we get into the video of mineral and refreshing mineral sites, I want to give a quick shout out to Maine Outdoor Adventures. If you like fishing, that's a great channel to go check out. I know they've got a lot of videos posted. Mainly what I've seen so far is just ice fishing videos, but honestly that's something that I enjoy watching. I've watched a few of them, because that's something that we're not going to do down here in Kentucky, and something I'll probably never get the chance to do. So go over and check them out. Another shout out that I want to give, and I had messaged them on Facebook and asked them if I could do this just because I enjoy their products so much, is from Heroic Apparel. If you are a dad, and I think they've got a few shirts for women, but especially if you are a dad, this here is one of my favorite shirts. I actually got it for Father's Day last year. Girl dad. I've got 2 young girls, and so I got this for Father's Day. Perfect gift. Any ladies that are watching this, perfect gift for your husband. They've got all kinds of shirts. But anyway, guys, another shout out. If you ever want to, if you're on Facebook and you want a good Christian outdoors group to go to, check out, you can head on over to Christian Outdoors, or Christian Trail Outdoors, excuse me, I don't know how I messed that up. I'm an admin in that group and I still messed that up. But head on over there. One of the main founders of that group is Scott Devine, great guy. There's a lot of information in that Facebook group and a lot of great people. So guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and guys, we'll catch y'all later. Hey everybody, welcome back to Kentucky Outdoors. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in, adding to our mineral site. Now I've already done a video over mineral once. It was one of the first videos that we did, but today we're going to refresh our mineral site. It hasn't been refreshed in quite a while. Reason being is because we had people in here logging on the property, and so we didn't get to really hunt back here a whole lot mid to late season, and therefore we never got to refresh anything. So first thing we'll go over is we've used the same mineral site right here for years, ever since I started hunting this area here. But they are still coming to it. There are deer tracks all over here, and I'll show later in the video, show some of the deer tracks. But it just goes to show, even if you haven't refreshed them, even if you haven't added mineral to them in a while, that soil holds that mineral. Now today we're going to be using one of the companies that we use, Ultimate Whitetail, made right here in Kentucky. Now you can use any kind of mineral and it's probably going to attract deer. You have everything from Big and J's to I believe deer cane is what it's called. I can't think of any others. That's all I had ever used really before I started using this, and I used Deer 30 before this, which is another great company based here in Kentucky. But you know, if you're on a budget and you just want to attract deer, something like deer cane works wonders. What we used to do with that was we would bury a brick of it, cover it up, and then put the liquid deer cane over it. Works great for a budget, because I know what it's like being tight on money. You still want to deer hunt, you still want to attract deer. It's a great way to do it. Ultimate Whitetail, really not that expensive. You can go on their site and get it. I believe for like 20 bucks, maybe a little bit less, give or take. I get this here from a local gun and outdoor store for about, I believe, $22, $23. But we always put one bag out every 3 months. Now, of course, with anything that deals with hunting or fishing, please check your local laws and regulations on mineral. Now, a lot of people don't know this, that here in Kentucky, you cannot put feed out. If I remember correctly, the law says that you cannot put grain or feed out during a certain time. But it doesn't specify mineral. I've actually called our local game warden a few years back, and I try to check every so often to make sure that the law is still correct and I'm not breaking the law, that you can put out mineral. Because yes, it attracts the deer, but it's also beneficial. Stuff like corn, it's not really beneficial to a deer's health. Just an easy meal. Ultimate Whitetail, the mineral with it is very beneficial. Now, some minerals, if you actually read them and do a little research on them, it helps with antler growth, and it's full of basically salt. All minerals have salt in them. That's one thing that keeps the deer coming back. But Ultimate Whitetail, one thing that I love about them, besides the antler growth, is it helps with does that have fawns, either while they're pregnant or after they give birth. It gives them those extra nutrients while they're pregnant, and those extra nutrients while they're lactating. I believe it actually helps with the lactation process, lets the doe produce more milk, so therefore those nutrients are being passed on to the fawns. And we want our deer in our area to be good and strong. We want them to have the nutrients that they need. So what I'm fixing to do is we'll show y'all how to refresh and start a mineral site. I don't believe you can do this on public land here in Kentucky, but if you have private land, you can. So again, check with your requirements with Fish and Wildlife. So we'll go ahead, and I believe this one here, if I remember right, yeah, is maple. Ultimate Whitetail comes in multiple flavors and scents. And what I'm going to try to do, and I've had issues with this in the past, I'm going to try to post a link in the description below. If that doesn't work, you can find it on our Facebook page at Kentucky Outdoors, or we're on Instagram now, and I think we're going to try to go to Rumble as well. But the guy that owns this company, you can actually find him on Facebook as well, and you can find multiple other people that use these products, basically any product that I use, on Facebook at christiantrail.com, or not christiantrail.com, listen to me, Christian Trail Outdoors on Facebook. I'm an admin over there as well, and a lot of good people over there, a lot of good information. So guys, we're going to go ahead and put this in. And one other thing, this whole area back here, which where it had been logged, it's been opened up a little bit more. We're going to put some Ultimate Whitetail clover in later on. Unfortunately not today, we're going to run out of time. But the main point of this, show y'all how to pretty much do this as quickly and as effectively as possible. All right guys, as you can see, we have not put mineral out here since, I want to say January, because it had just snowed not long before we had put this out. But they're still coming in here, still getting, there was actually a pretty good sized hole, but where it had got logged, a lot of the people had come through here on a bulldozer, I believe, and gotten, of course, covered up the hole. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna basically take a rake, break up this ground, and go ahead and pour out our mineral. All right, everybody, we just put in one bag of Ultimate Whitetail. I'm adding 2 bags this time. Reason being, during the hotter months, I'll try to refresh the site 4 times a year. During the hotter months, use this around June and August or September, right there at the beginning of deer season. I'll add some more with the 2 bags, and then the rest of the time I'll add 1 bag. So basically every 3 months, putting and refreshing the mineral site. If this is your first mineral site, first thing you want to do, picking your area, pick somewhere that's close by with water. What used to be our deer bedding area before they started logging, and it actually may be an even better bedding area now, is just down this ridge here, there's a creek, and So it's maybe 60 yards from the creek, not far at all. And I have good cover to actually come up here and eat on our mineral site. And like I said earlier, hopefully we'll have a food plot in here. So basically what you want to do is, like I did earlier, if you're just starting one, take a rake and move back some of the dirt, break it up, move all the rocks and limbs or anything out of the way. One thing that I like doing, anytime I put out mineral, I try to watch the weather. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy. Some more clouds are going overhead now. But 1 or 2 days before it rains, because that rain helps that mineral get down in the ground and it holds it, and those deer will dig after it and they'll just keep coming back longer, more often, hopefully. But depending on what kind of soil you got, depends on how long that soil can actually hold it. This here is just, right here is pretty much just good old-fashioned topsoil, and we got red clay underneath of it, which will help hold that mineral. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna dump this out. It is, as I said a while ago, ultimate whitetail with the maple flavor. Now, the only reason I have this, which I do like the maple flavored, but persimmon, the deer in our area tend to hammer the persimmon pretty hard. So go ahead and sprinkle that out. Try not to put it on in one spot. It ain't gonna hurt, you know, if you step on it, you'll push it around a little bit. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about your scent. If you can, wear clothing that you normally wear to hunt in. I know I'm not, but it'll be all right. These little bags hold quite a bit. Don't have to be stingy with it. Spread it out as far as you can. This little area here is about 4 foot by 5 foot. And if you pour it on just regular grass or just a forest floor, whoop, just like that there. I said earlier, if you step in it, it ain't gonna hurt it one bit. They will tear up anything to get to this. Now, I don't have the kind of money, like I said earlier, these here, they're just about 20 bucks a bag. But I mean, you can literally, if you're just wanting to attract deer, that's your whole thing. You can go down to your local feed store and get a 50-pound block of salt, or I would prefer trace mineral. Get you a 50-pound block or a 50-pound bag of it. You can get it pretty cheap. I think you can. Used to, you could probably. Last time I bought trace mineral, I think it was like $8 a bag. So I have no idea what it is now. I've not used it. But so it's literally that easy. We are supposed to be getting rain this afternoon, and then 2 days from now, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hang up our Tacticam, and we're gonna keep track of who all comes in here and see if we can't get some good antler growth on camera. And so what we may end up doing with that, since we get the pictures on our phone and we luckily don't have to come back here and check it every day, we will probably, if I can remember to, try to post the pictures on our Facebook page and our Instagram at Kentucky Outdoors. So guys, that's it for the video. Sorry it was kind of long. I was hoping to be a little bit shorter than that, but literally, if you want to start a mineral site, it's easy. Pick you a mineral, or like I said, ultimate whitetail. Bigger racks, healthier deer, stronger fawns. Go check them out on Facebook. I'll try to post the link in the description. And guys, if you can't do that, go to your local feed store, pick you up some trace mineral. And well, that's it for the video. Y'all stay safe and happy hunting.